My name is Mason Nichols.
I'm Stephanie Exarchos.
I'm BJ.
Mark.
And I'm Janet.
And our topic is, does healthy eating positively influence college students and their energy and study habits? We think it does. We think eating healthy does influence your study habits and your energy. Eating the right foods will definitely make you have more energy and increase your studying and your cognitive functions.
All right. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about myself in terms of my healthy eating journey. As you can see, this is a picture of me from freshman year. Yes, that is me. I had muscles. So how many of you are aware of the freshman 15? All right. So in terms of me, 3 years moving backward, in freshman year, I was an athlete. So I was playing intramural soccer. I was constantly running every single day. I used to run 3 times a week at 8 a.m. And in terms of that, I used to eat healthy. Now, I don't play soccer at all, barely ever eat healthy. Let's go into the picture of what I look like now. So this is me every single day. I'm taking 7 classes, 3 years fast forward. I only eat when I'm hungry, which is very terrible, because I'm constantly thinking throughout the day, when is my next meal? What am I going to do next? Am I going to study? Am I going to do this? And this is how I look like now. And in terms of that, I gained a little bit of weight in terms of my freshman year. Now I'm going to bring it to DJ, who's talking about brain food.
Thank you, Janet. And hi guys, how you guys doing? I'm going to talk to you guys about brain food today. And I got a couple of brain foods for you guys that you guys can find at Res or any grocery stores around here. And first of all, avocado. Avocado has a lot of healthy proteins and fats that help you with cognitive function so you can think better throughout the day. Blueberries. Blueberries have a lot of gallic acids, which protect your brain from degeneration so you don't stress out and you don't be sad. Beets have a lot of natural nitrate, which will help you help your brain from blood flow so your brain can stay healthy. Bone broth. Bone broth has a lot of amino acids and collagen, which protects your immune system so you can stay strong and plow through the day. And broccoli. Broccoli has a lot of vitamin K and choline, which will help you with concentration and your memory so you can stay strong like that broccoli right there. And coconut oil. Coconut oil has a lot of anti-inflammatory substances that can help you fight off bacteria, viruses, so you don't get sick. Eggs. Eggs have a lot of proteins, and it has a hormone that promotes happiness, so you can stay happy throughout the day. And finally, dark chocolate. Who doesn't love dark chocolate? But in moderation, helps keep your blood pressure low, so you don't stress out and stay calm throughout the day. And Stephanie will tell you more about the benefits of eating healthy.
So as you all probably realize, there are many benefits of actually eating healthy. The most recently that we just showed was weight loss. Obviously keeps you thin. And eating healthy foods will also prevent rapid spikes in your blood sugar, which will in turn, improve your focus because you won't be feeling so wiped out and you'll actually be able to stay awake when you're trying to study in your bed. In charge of that, there's a lot of diseases that helps prevent actually staying healthy and eating healthy foods. Like the major ones are obviously stroke, heart disease, and high blood pressure. And those, of course, if you eat healthy, will help improve your longevity. That way you can actually kill it on the test and you can study good. Oh, and another major thing is anemia. If you don't eat a lot of healthy foods, anemia will just give you terrible fatigue. So it's important. Get lots of healthy nutrients from your foods by eating a healthy diet. And take it away.
Now there's cons to eating both healthy and unhealthy. Money, huge thing for college students. Whether it's you're paying for a meal plan at Res, ordering Domino's, going to Taco Bell, whatever it is, it costs a lot of money. Eating healthy is the same way. It's not very cost effective, but it's effective towards your health. Some of the social obstacles, if you did like I did freshman year when I was competing, carrying around a lunchbox around campus, people give you a lot of weird looks. But if you're willing to overcome that, it's not really that big of a deal. Psychological impact, Again, people giving you stares around campus, you know, whatever. But with eating unhealthy, there's more psychological impact. If you're overweight and you're not happy with the way you look, that's how you think everybody's gonna see you. You're gonna be more affected by that than you are anything else, because that's all you're gonna be worried about is how people see you and how you see yourself. And then time consuming, same thing. There's sides to both. Whether you're traveling to Taco Bell, off campus, going to wherever you're going, it takes a lot of time. And same token, eating healthy, there is a lot of time. If you're cooking for yourself, if you're cooking 4, 5, 6 meals a day, there's a lot of time that goes into that.
All right, so eating healthy on campus. Is there anybody here that hasn't eaten at Res or doesn't know what Res is? Okay, well, Res is a buffet dining style. You just go in there, pick what you want. There's healthy options, there's unhealthy options. That back right corner is always the longest line. It's got the French fries, the burgers, all those bad foods. But you can definitely go to the salad bar, move your way around, find those brain foods that DJ was talking about, and be more productive throughout the day and successful.
There was a study at Oregon State University with 582 students, and they surveyed them, and the results were really bad because a lot of students were skipping meals. They were actually skipping breakfast, which is the most important meal of the day, and a lot of students didn't eat the veggies, proteins, carbs that you actually need throughout the day, and they were just consuming foods like pizzas and all the fatty food, which can be detrimental to your long run. And I see that in our school right now. In UMass Dartmouth, I see a lot of people that go to Birch instead of going to Res just because they can't find a better option at Res. But there are a lot of good options. They have salad bars, they have more healthier options. So you go out there and eat. And so eating healthy will be good for your performance. So do that. And Jebby will tell you more.
All right, so going off of what DJ just said, it's important to satisfy the need, especially when eating healthy. First things first, it prevents brain fog. How many of you eat breakfast in the morning at least 1 hour after you get up?
Be honest.
So a lot of you, especially people who do take early classes, when you don't eat breakfast in the morning, you're constantly thinking about your next meal. You're instead of focusing in class, and your brain is in another place. So that in terms of doing brain fog. In terms of moderation, you're supposed to eat within moderation. So as I just said before, eating 1 hour after you wake up, and then eat every 2 hours throughout the day. But hold on there. That doesn't mean eat every 2 meals throughout the day. That means eating 5 meals a day, 3 important meals, and your meals should get smaller as they move forward. So breakfast should be your most important meal, the largest meal, and then within lunch, it should be your medium-sized meal, and then dinner should be a smaller meal. And it's important to eat 2 healthy snacks in between those meals, so that way your brain isn't constantly thinking when it's going to eat next. In terms of performance, obviously, as I was talking about earlier, if you're eating, you're not thinking about it, you're focusing in class, and when you get back home at night and you're looking on your homework, you remember what your professor was talking about. In terms of personalization, as Mason was saying earlier, we have a lot of unhealthy eating options on campus, so it's really essential to personalize your foods as you move forward. So in terms of eating like a burger, replace it with a grilled chicken sandwich. Sometimes it could taste a little bit better. Or if you want a burger, sometimes there happens to be bacon right on the burger. You didn't ask for it, but it's there. So if you want to have the bacon that bad, replace the burger with chicken just to satisfy the need in that. Make better choices, as I was talking about the burger. When Mason was talking about earlier, when you're at Res, automatically the first thing you see are the pizzas, fries, and burgers. First thing you walk in, it's right there. Instead of going around and looking at the other options, you should tend to do that and see what other options do I have beside these pizza and fries, because they're all way in the corner, sitting lonely, waiting for someone to touch them. All right, long-term effects. How many people in here have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diseases such as that in their family, diabetes? Anybody? Yeah, so my family is known for high cholesterol and diabetes, and even cancer. A lot of people have died in the past due to cancer issues, so that's important to start now. In terms of eating healthy, it highly affects those diseases, especially if you have them going on within your family. All right, and getting high grades. As I was talking about earlier, if you're focusing on your eating, you're focusing more on your schoolwork and you're actively participating in class. Even if you're not participating physically, mentally, you're paying attention, and it does do better in grade performance. and awareness. Be aware of what you eat. A lot of people don't realize this, but as I was talking about earlier, when the bacon happens to appear on your burger, you just ask for a cheeseburger, they slap bacon on it. The only healthy thing that's on there is the lettuce and tomato. So be aware of what you eat, don't bite into what you eat, and be mindful of what you're eating as well.
Who in here thinks they're actually at a healthy weight for their height? Anyone? Well, more than likely, even y'all are probably wrong. This is the BMI scale. Now, before I actually go into it a little bit, there has been a lot of controversy about it lately within the fitness and nutrition industry because the standards aren't exactly healthy. But with saying that, if you're just looking for a starting off point, if you're looking for some kind of point of reference for where you think you should be, is a good place to go. Go on Google, search up, there's BMI calculators all over the internet. All you gotta do is type in your height and your current weight, and you compare it to the chart and see where you sit.
Okay, now on to our energy balance. Energy balance is the calories you take in and actually use, like running around, doing what you gotta do. What's it called? So calories used versus what's taken in and you actually eat. And it can be influenced by many different things, such as genetic influences. Some people have slightly higher metabolisms, or they might even have something like a disease that makes them have a slightly slower metabolism. And they also have environmental things that affect what their energy balance is actually going to be and how much energy you can actually use. For example, what's it called? If you're in an environment filled with unhealthy foods, such as, like, say, res, unfortunately, and you constantly are in front of all these unhealthy foods, you're more likely to eat them, pick them up, and consume them. What's it called? Or even just like if you're stuck in front of the TV, that is also an unhealthy environment that might, what's it called, kind of encourage you to eat a bit more unhealthy because you're just mindlessly eating without really any mind about it. And both of these two things influence your eating behaviors, such as stress eating and binge eating, where you eat uncontrollably. As we know, the stressful environment can lead to that, so keep that in mind when you're studying a little bit so it doesn't actually wind up hurting you.
All right, this is a study done by a college in Canada. I want you guys to focus on the top left corner. It's a chart that shows that 90% of what kids eat in college is dairies and meat, when really they should be eating 75% grains and veggies, which is shown on the left. So kids are coming in to school, res, all meat, we rarely see veggies, and the veggies that are there, probably don't want to touch. So it's a big issue, but you can definitely figure out how to solve it. You just look around, find other veggies. At the bottom it shows your ideal meals, how much you should eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And yeah, I'm about to show you a 3-minute video.
Living the life of a college student takes a lot of energy. Trust me, I know. What if I told you eating healthier foods can provide a steady supply of energy to your brain and muscles to keep you focused and energized and keep your metabolism revved up all day? My name is Sherry and it's time to show you how to start planning healthier meals. There are 3 food groups you should take into account when deciding what to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Vegetables and fruits, grains, and proteins. Fruits and vegetables like kale, blueberries, avocados, and apples are beneficial to your food diet because they provide most of your source of vitamins and minerals. They are also high in natural antioxidants, which help strengthen the body against disease. Grab an apple and a handful of almonds to jumpstart your metabolism before a long day of classes. Grains like pasta, oatmeal, brown rice, and whole wheat bread are the body's first source of fuel and energy. They also help regulate digestion, increase immune function, and enable communication between cells. Carbohydrates keep you fuller longer so you can concentrate on that next exam and not on your growling stomach. Protein like lean chicken breast, salmon, tofu, eggs, nuts, and cheese is the body's main source of long-term fuel and energy. Good for long-lasting energy, feeling full, and increased alertness. Most college students get more than enough protein throughout the day. There is rarely any need to supplement your diet with protein powders even when you're trying to bulk up on some muscle. The Healthy Plate is a visual reminder of the ideal balance of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals to keep college students sustained at their maximum potential. There are no good or bad foods, only your relationship with them. Make healthier choices 80% of the time and eat what you want the other 20% of the time. So enjoy a variety of foods which can help prevent feelings of guilt, binging, or giving up on a healthy lifestyle. All foods can be a part of healthier eating.
All right, and does anyone have any questions?
Obviously, this is a big and complex topic, so ask away if you have any questions.
Questions, comments? So obviously, I think you set the tone fairly well at the beginning, Janet.